Learn English through story. The Garden of Regrets. In the quaint town of Everwood, nestled between rolling hills and serene lakes, there was an old estate known as Meadowbrook Manor. The estate was famous not for its grand architecture or its historical significance but for its sprawling garden, which had become a local legend. The garden, once vibrant and full of life, had fallen into neglect over the years. The overgrown vines and tangled branches symbolized more than just physical decay, they represented the neglected dreams and regrets of its owner, Mr. Harold Ellis. Harold, now in his late 70s, had spent much of his life immersed in his work. A successful entrepreneur, he had dedicated his years to building a business empire, often at the expense of his personal life and passions. His family had long since drifted away, and his once thriving garden had become a poignant reminder of the things he had neglected in pursuit of his ambitions. One autumn day, Harold received a letter from a young woman named Clara, who had recently moved to Everwood. Clara was an aspiring horticulturist with a passion for rejuvenating neglected gardens. She had heard about the estate's garden and was eager to offer her help. Harold, initially hesitant, agreed to meet her, curious about her intentions. When Clara arrived at Meadowbrook Manor, she was struck by the garden's neglected state. Overgrown weeds choked the once beautiful flower beds, and broken paths led to nowhere. Yet, Clara saw potential amidst the decay. She approached Harold, who was standing on the porch, looking out at the garden with a mixture of nostalgia and resignation. "I'd like to restore your garden," Clara said with determination. "I believe it still has a lot of life left in it. It just needs someone who cares." Harold was skeptical. "It's been years since anyone took care of it. I'm afraid it might be beyond repair." Clara smiled. "No garden is beyond repair. It just needs time, care, and a bit of patience." Reluctantly, Harold agreed to let Clara begin her work. Over the weeks, Clara spent hours each day in the garden, carefully pruning, planting, and nurturing the soil. Harold watched from a distance, initially uninterested but slowly growing curious about Clara's efforts. As he observed her, he began to reminisce about his own life via the choices he had made, the relationships he had neglected, and the dreams he had put aside. One afternoon, as Clara was working on a particularly stubborn patch of overgrowth, she paused and approached Harold. "Have you ever thought about why you let the garden fall into disrepair?" Harold sighed deeply. "I guess I was too focused on building my career. I thought success and wealth would bring me fulfillment, but I neglected the things that truly mattered." Clara nodded understandingly. "Many people do. They chase after something they believe will bring them happiness, only to find that they've lost something more valuable in the process." Her words struck a chord with Harold. He began to open up about his regrets of his strained relationship with his children, his missed opportunities to pursue his own passions, and the relationships he had let slip away. Clara listened attentively, offering gentle encouragement and support. As the garden began to show signs of recovery, so did Harold. He started reconnecting with his family, reaching out to his estranged children and making amends for his past mistakes. He also took up painting, a hobby he had abandoned years ago. The more he engaged with the things he had neglected, the more he felt a sense of healing and fulfillment. One day, as the garden blossomed into a vibrant tapestry of colors and fragrances, Clara approached Harold with a final request. "I'd like to plant a special tree in the garden," she said. "It will be a symbol of the new beginning and the growth you've experienced." Harold agreed, and together they planted a young oak tree in the center of the garden. They watched as the tree took root, its branches reaching out towards the sky. Harold felt a profound sense of closure and renewal as he realized that the garden was more than just a physical space, yet it was a reflection of his own journey and transformation. As Clara prepared to leave Everwood, she and Harold had one last conversation. "Thank you for everything," Harold said, his eyes filled with gratitude. "You've helped me see that it's never too late to make things right and to reconnect with the things that truly matter." Claire smiled warmly. "It's never too late, Harold. Every moment is an opportunity to start anew and to nurture the things that bring us joy and fulfillment." Clara left Everwood, and Harold continued to care for the garden. Now a symbol of his personal growth and redemption, the estate became a place of inspiration for others, a reminder that it's never too late to mend past regrets and embrace new beginnings. Harold's story spread through the town, becoming a lesson for many. People came to see the rejuvenated garden and to hear Harold's story of transformation. They were reminded that the true measure of success was not just in material wealth but in the relationships we nurture and the passions we pursue. The garden at Meadowbrook Manor flourished, and so did Harold's life. He found fulfillment not in the accolades of his career but in the simple joys of reconnecting with his family, pursuing his passions, and making amends for his past. The oak tree stood tall in the center of the garden, a testament to the enduring power of growth and renewal. In the end, Harold learned that the true essence of life lies in the choices we make and the love we cultivate. The garden of regrets had been transformed into a garden of hope and renewal, reflecting the profound truth that it's never too late to embrace change and find fulfillment in the things that truly matter. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.